Hello and welcome to this lesson in which I'm going to show you 5 ways to remove objects from your image using Adobe Photoshop. Now, the first step is going to the Start menu and open up Photoshop. Now, it doesn't matter if you have Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Photoshop Elements, both of them will work the same for this tutorial. Now, let's drag our image here. This will be our test subject. And let's get started with the very first method, the clone stamp method. Go to the stamp tool right here. And once you click on the stamp tool, go to the tool options here, or you can find it here in Photoshop. And as you can see, here we have a lot of options. Now, what you need to do is increase the size of this brush. Now, click on the Alt key on your keyboard and select a similar area to this one. Now I'll minimize this. Let's zoom in using the Ctrl and plus sign. Now, let's minimize the brush size to match the body. Now click the Alt sign and select an area that has the very same color as the area that you will stamp. Now, as you can see, we have the color on our brush. We can simply start stamping. Now, once you are done with the upper body, you can click Alt again and select this area. Now you can keep going and stamp the rest of the body. That's it. Now zoom out, and as you can see, you can barely see the object. Now you can do it better, but I don't want to waste a lot of time doing it right now. Let's move on to the second method. It's one of my favorite, and it's the spot healing brush. All what you need to do is click on the spot healing brush tool right here and simply change the brush size to match your object and click once. As you can see, it's gone. You can change the brush size from here, or if you are using Adobe Photoshop, you can change it from here. Now, this is the second method. Let's move on to the third one. Go to the brush tool and instead of selecting spot healing brush, select the brush tool itself. Change the brush size, as you can see, to match. Now, all what you need to do is simply select an area and it will work just like the stamp tool. Now the object is gone. Now the fourth method is the content aware fill. Now, if you are using Adobe Photoshop, the normal version, you can simply select your object using any of the selection options like that and go to edit. You will find content aware fill and you can use it directly. Now, if you are using Adobe Photoshop element, you can go to the guided tab right here in the upper part of the software. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of tutorials. You can use the object removal, which is this one down on the left. Click once, and all what you need to do now is simply select the object like that and hit the remove object button. As you can see, it's gone. Hit next, done, and go back to the expert mode. You won't find anything. This is a very amazing feature in the Adobe Photoshop Elements. It makes your life way much easier if you don't want a lot of complexity when you are dealing with images. Now the fifth method is the patch tool. And since I don't have it here in Adobe Photoshop Elements, you can simply find it in your Adobe Photoshop, the normal version, and simply make a selection around your object and move it to anywhere that matches this area, and it will copy the same area and replace your object. These are the 5 methods that I use to remove objects from any image. Now, since I have Adobe Photoshop Elements, I usually use the guided tool. It's a way much easier, and I will go to the object removal. In this case, I will show you how easy it is. Now, I just select this object, this one, and this one. Maybe these four. Now, click Remove Object and it will take care of everything. As you can see, it's like nothing in this image. Now, click Next, Done, and as you can see here in the expert, nothing is here. It's like this is an empty image, and I didn't have to do a lot of work. That's why I prefer Adobe Photoshop Elements for fast photo editing. Now, if you are experienced and you need a very detailed photo editing, you must purchase the full version of Adobe Photoshop, but the guided access here is basically something that will make your life a way much easier. You can even take care of your object scan, change the brightness and contrast, change the light levels, light and dark your photo, and you can rotate, you can resize, you can do a lot of things. That's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. This is Ashraf. See you in another class.